Most men think attraction is about being tall, ripped, or funny. They think women chase charm, kindness, or money. Wrong. Dead wrong. There's a hidden layer of female desire that most men will never understand, a layer that is dark, biological, and brutally honest. Modern female desire is not verbal. It's not in words. It's in microsignals, subtle cues, and unconscious patterns that women themselves often don't realize. These signals are the language of attraction, written in the nervous system, the hormones, and the evolutionary wiring of the female brain. Tonight, I'm giving you access to secrets most men never see. The knowledge that turns confusion into advantage, rejection into desire, and ordinary men into magnetic forces women cannot ignore. Pay attention, because once you understand this, dating will never look the same again. Here's the problem most men face. They confuse words with signals. She tells you she's just friends, not looking, or interested in someone else, and most men obey. They step back, retreat, and hope that patience will win her over. But the reality is this: female desire rarely speaks in words. It communicates in biology. Dopamine spikes, oxytocin releases, cortisol reactions, all invisible to the untrained eye, are what really drive attraction. Her nervous system is constantly evaluating you, your confidence, your dominance, your ability to manage scarcity, your social status. Let me give you an example. A woman may tell you she's busy, that she's not ready for a relationship, but her body tells a different story. Her pupils dilate when you're near. Her breathing quickens. She subtly mirrors your gestures. Most men miss this. They focus on the words, and that is a fatal mistake. This is why good guys fail. They obey words instead of reading patterns. They respond emotionally instead of strategically. And they wonder why women seem contradictory, confusing, or even cruel. The secret? They are not being cruel. They are simply following their biology, and biology doesn't lie. This is where mastery comes in. The key to gaining an advantage with women is pattern recognition. Signals are not isolated events. One glance may mean nothing. One touch may be accidental. But when signals appear in clusters, when several microsignals occur in a short period, female desire is being broadcast in full. Let's break this down. There are three main types of clusters you must recognize. 1. Interest clusters. Prolonged eye contact. Leaning in during conversation. Light, playful touches. When these happen together, her nervous system is actively assessing you. She is checking confidence, dominance, and emotional stability. She's testing whether you respond predictably or strategically. The men who miss this cluster, they act as if one signal is random, and they lose the opportunity. 2. Test clusters. Cold shoulder, followed by teasing. Flirtatious banter that is quickly withdrawn. Attention-seeking behavior designed to provoke a reaction. This is not drama. It's a biological test. Dopamine surges are triggered by uncertainty, and women use this unconsciously to assess the emotional resilience of a man. Most men respond emotionally. They get frustrated. They overtext. They beg. That is exactly the wrong response. 3. Withdrawal clusters. Decreased attention after initial interest. Subtle disengagement from conversation or physical proximity. Signs of jealousy when other men are present. Here, women are evaluating scarcity. Evolutionarily, scarcity triggers arousal. Women are wired to pay attention to men who are not entirely available. This creates tension, excitement, and a heightened perception of value. Recognize it. Do not panic. Withdraw strategically. This is not manipulation, it is biology. To truly understand modern female desire, you must understand the biology behind it. Dopamine, the neurotransmitter of desire. When a woman experiences uncertainty, challenge, or anticipation, dopamine spikes. This triggers attraction. Men who provide consistent comfort, predictability, or availability fail to create dopamine-driven desire. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Oxytocin is released when comfort, touch, or emotional connection is present, but oxytocin alone does not generate sexual desire. Many men mistake comfort for attraction and lose interest because they fail to trigger arousal hormones simultaneously. Testosterone. Both men and women respond to status and dominance cues biologically. Women are wired to detect confident behavior unconsciously. A man who can signal dominance without aggression triggers arousal. A man who submits or over-apologizes suppresses desire. The takeaway: female desire is a combination of tension, uncertainty, emotional stimulation, and biological response. Words are meaningless. Signals and clusters are everything. Most men ignore this. Most men remain frustrated, but you don't have to. Now, let's translate this into actionable strategy. Mastery is not manipulation. It is understanding the rules and acting accordingly. Step 1. Observe without reacting. Notice clusters. Track microsignals. Watch how she reacts when you increase or decrease attention. Step 2. Create scarcity and tension. Women are wired wired to chase what is not fully available. You do not need to play games. You need to set boundaries and maintain self-respect. This triggers dopamine and creates unconscious attraction. Let me give you a concrete example. Imagine a man meets a woman at a social event. She's playful, touches his arm lightly, laughs at his jokes, then suddenly withdraws and talks to another man. Most men panic. They chase, overtext, and beg. Desire dies. The man who understands signals does something different. He observes the cluster. She laughed, touched, then withdrew. He notes the testing behavior. He doesn't react emotionally. Later, he engages with calm confidence, teasing her subtly, demonstrating value through scarcity and composed social dominance. Dopamine is triggered. Oxytocin is triggered by shared laughter and subtle connection. She feels tension, attraction, and excitement, all because he understood the signals. This is not fiction. It's biology, evolution, and the dark strategic side of female desire in action. So here's the reality. Modern female desire is complex, unconscious, and biologically driven. Most men ignore it. Most men are blind to clusters of signals, misinterpret words, and fail in subtle but critical ways. Mastery is simple in principle, but difficult in execution. Observe, recognize clusters, respond strategic, maintain emotional control, escalate only when signals align, create scarcity and tension, understand hormones, understand nervous system responses. This is the hidden knowledge that separates average men from magnetic men. The dark side of female desire is not manipulation, it's biology. Ignore it and you remain frustrated, confused, and invisible. Learn it and you gain an advantage that most men will never have. Now it's your choice. You can leave this video and continue to be blind to female signals, obeying words instead of biology. Or you can subscribe, engage, and start observing the hidden patterns that decide attraction every day. Signals don't lie, words do. Clusters dictate desire. Understand this, and you become magnetic. Ignore this, and modern dating will keep leaving you frustrated. The secrets are here. The knowledge is yours to claim. But remember, mastery is earned, not given. Observe, learn, apply, or remain invisible.